Hi, welcome to the Motovlog. This Motovlog will be a follow-up to my "Hey, you want to be on TV in Hawaii" Motovlog. By follow-up, what I thought I'd do was give you an example of what I'm looking for, because a lot of people are asking, and in fact making submissions, saying, how's this? And you know, some of it's really cool motovlogging, but for broadcast TV, it has to appeal to a slightly wider audience. So I thought I'd do one that kind of looks like what I'm expecting or would like. For instance, I'm riding here through downtown Honolulu. Now, it's not some place you might go, oh, this is a scenic motorcycle thing, but it might be interesting to someone who's never seen downtown Honolulu, because they're used to seeing Hawaii being surfing beaches and Polynesian Cultural Center and that type of stuff, right? So, guess what? Here we are. And by the way, just as a side note, it's pronounced Honolulu, okay? H-O-Ho Honolulu, not Honolulu, right? Honolulu is a girl named Lulu who lives in Hana. Now, I just mentioned that because that's the type of thing I'm looking for, a little insight into the culture that maybe people don't know. And believe me, you know, I'm guilty of saying Los Angeles, which I'm sure is correctly pronounced Los Angeles, but still, where I, you know, homie from the barrio, I would love to hear them say, it's Los Angeles, man. Why do you keep saying Los Angeles? Okay? It's interesting about downtown Honolulu too. It's sort of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different kinds of architecture, right? Like you look this building right here. This thing's stone. Look at that. It's hand-cut stone, probably, you know, from the 1920s, right? We'll go through downtown, what they call Chinatown, and you'll see it even more so. You know, in fact, some of the buildings actually have these like rings on them, on the building, and people are going, what is this ring for? They used to be used to tie up horses. How's that? You know? So again, you'll see, you know, everything from what looks like Blade Runner architecture to this, you know, Walter Mitty stuff. Is that a correct reference? Walter Mitty? I don't know. But I'm going with it. Now, Hawaii loves one-way streets. You know, Waikiki is like that, Honolulu is like that, going back up. And again, you see what I'm saying here? Some of these old buildings, they've been around here forever. In fact, coming up here on the left is the Hawaii Theater. Okay, the Hawaii Theater was kind of in bad shape, and a bunch of people raised some money and got together and refurbished it. Okay, now I'm going back down Nu'uanu. I don't know if you can see the street sign, but it's spelled N-U-U-A-N-U. But there's an okina between the first two U's, so it's Nu'uanu, right? It's kind of like saying, uh-oh, but you say Nu'uanu, you know? But of course, people who ignore that say Nu'uanu, which, you know, is like putting a sign on your head that says, rob my car. Local people. Bro, you can pronounce that one more time. Okay? Oh. There you go. Trolley cars. Oh. Now, I can't take a right here because it's only for buses. Somebody came up with that idea. By the way, right now, if I look at my little thermometer on my dash, it's 91 degrees where I'm sitting right here. And I promise you, in this helmet and leather vest, it feels like 92. Ah! Here we go. There's a lot of cool little bars and different things down there. Of course, you can't ride through it because it's for buses only. But when you're walking at night, this is a great little area. And it's interesting because it's edgy, you know. In other words, there's a lot of lascivious activity going on. But if you keep your eyes open, it puts kind of an edge on the evening that you feel in, you know, New York and such. So now we're back down here. This is the harbors are right over here. As I make this left turn, you're going to see Aloha Tower there, which has the distinction of one time being the tallest building in Honolulu. Hey, bro. Okay, see it there? Aloha Tower to my left. Swinging back this way. Now what we'll do is we'll go up here, then I'll come back through Chinatown. You'll see all the little shops and, you know. I'm going to try shooting that at night one of these days. You know, I've never done that, and I bet you it would look really cool. Pretty well lit, you know. Of course, the shops won't be open, but there will be other activity. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No turn on red. Oh, man. The shoes that guy's wearing, you can jump over anything. Wow. Hey, it's green. Let's go. Okay, so here's the Chinatown area. I wish you could smell how delicious the air is, because there's so many different kinds of shops and ethnicities. And if you look at this little shop here on the left, for instance, that goes deep down in there, kind of our version of those San Francisco areas. You know, I met a guy one time. He spoke very little English, and he grew up right in this area, rarely left the 4 square blocks right here, and as a result never learned English because there's so many people here that speak Chinese, you know. I found that fascinating. Again, look at the difference in the architecture. I mean, you look at this stuff on the left, these buildings here, these are the ones that have these posts with where you used to tie up horses, and then straight ahead is the first Hawaiian Tower. That's the tallest building now in Hawaii. Sorry, Aloha Tower. But that puppy right there, and they have a glass elevator that goes up on it. It's really cool. But anyway, this is an example of the type of thing that I think a lot of people would find interesting, even though you, because you live there, would not find it interesting, right? Because you're going, well, I see this every day, it's just buildings. But you know, the people, the way they dress, maybe some of the food stores, those are unique to your area. And quite frankly, I'd like to see it, you know? So, give me a little history, talk about the food, let me know where you're at. And as much as I enjoy those knee-dragging super bike sessions, unless you're a botanist, you can't look at those trees passing by at 100 miles an hour and go, oh, that must be southern Indiana or wherever, you know. But when you see a bus like this, you go, that's Hawaii. So good luck. Hope this is helpful. Can't wait to see your submissions.